Alexa, turn on Christmas lights.
Okay.
Welcome to a video from digitallifestyle.com. In this video I'm showing you how you can use your Amazon Alexa to turn on your Christmas lights. You can do it manually like I've just done with voice, or have it set to come on say when it goes dark, and that can use your GPS location to know exactly the time it goes dark where you live, and it'll turn it on and off that. Or you can have a timer, or you can group them together and have all your lights come on at the same time, that kind of thing. So these are the 3 lights that need to go up later. So to do this, all you need is some smart plugs, and there's loads of them around, and all you're going to do is make sure that they're compatible with Alexa. This is a TP-Link one that I've got here. I've got a D-Link one currently plugged in. I've got a Miros one that is connected to these. This is a GoSun one. You can find them on Amazon. I'll include a few links on digitallifestyle.com, the ones that I've recently tested. Doesn't matter if you mix and match them as well, so you could have a TP-Link one and a D-Link one, say, and still group them together. It's all done with the Amazon Alexa. So let me show you how we get started. So like I said, the first thing to do is to get your smart plug and follow the manufacturer's guide to set it up. And I've got videos on digitallifestyle.com how I set the TP-Link one, how I set the Miros one and the GoSun one as well. And I think I've got D-Link ones on there as well. It's pretty straightforward. You go through their app. Each vendor tends to have their own Android app. This is the Miros one that I've got control in here, which I'll turn off, but I've also got a D-Link and a TP-Link one. So you set them up following their manufacturer's guide, and if you need any help with that, check out our other videos on our YouTube channel. Once you've got them set up, then you link them with your Alexa. Now sometimes you get a skill in your Alexa app, so let me show you that side of it next. So I'm doing this on my Surface Duo, which is an Android phone. This will work with any smartphone, iOS and Android. And so here you can see I've got the app, the Miros app, and like I said, you could use the D-Link app. Just as an example, I'll show you on the Miros one. Now you sign in with your Amazon Alexa or your Google Assistant or your Apple HomeKit, and they give you instructions on there. So you've got to sign in. It usually involves a skill. So you go into the skills section in the app, and you can see there's the Miros skill for that matches my plug. So you sign in with the skill using the account that you created, so your D-Link or whatever account is. Basically, as long as you sign in on the same with the app, your smart plug app, and then you sign into the Amazon Alexa, it can detect devices, and then you say to Alexa, Alexa, detect devices, and that'll go off and detect devices. So I've already done that on mine. So from the Alexa app, I go to this devices, and if I go to plugs, I should see Christmas lights. There we go, and you turn them on and off. So now I've got them controlled through Alexa. That means that I can turn them on and off through voice. I could also group this with another plug, and so I can create a group, but the other thing I want to do is control them on a routine so that they come on at certain times. So what I'm going to do is go to routines, and you see I've already got some Christmas ones. Here's a good example of one. I say Alexa, it's Christmas, and then what it does, it turns on the Christmas lights, the garden lights, the heater, it says ho ho ho, and so on. So you can build these combinations, but let me create a new one. But I'm going to create a new routine. We call it evening lights, and I can say what's the trigger. So the trigger for this one, I could do voice or whatever, but let's look at smart home. I could have it triggered by a motion of a camera, something like that, or a sensor. But I can do a schedule, and you can say at a specific time. I'm sorry if it's reflected on there, I'm trying not to get that. So I can say I want this to come on at say 4:30 every day. But what's more smart home is if it comes on at sunset. So I'll say at sunset, and maybe I want it 10 minutes before sunset every day. So they got 9 minutes before sunset every day. It's gonna and do, and then here's where we pick what we want it to do. So we want it to turn on the smart home device. So let's go to all devices. See, you've got there Christmas lights. I want it to power on. Next. And save. So 9 minutes before it goes dark, based on where I am, it's going to turn on that light, and I can have another light connected to it, so I can have a group of lights. So what do I call it? I call it evening. So there's my evening lights routine. It could be that I want to not just turn on that smart plug for my lights. I also want to turn on maybe your outdoor Christmas lights that's on a different smart plug. It could be a TP-Link one or whatever. It doesn't have to be the same device, so I can do plus again and just go back to smart home and all devices, and I can pick one. So these are all different things, various things that I've got on. So various smart plugs. So say garden light. So next. So what that will do now, at sunset it'll turn on the garage light and it'll turn on the Christmas lights. And I could create another routine that turns them off again at a set time, or I could you could turn it off when it's sunlight in the morning, or I could create an evening routine that turns everything off. And I've got one of those which I called Cancel Christmas. So I say Cancel Christmas, and it turns off my Philips Hue, it turns off all the smart plugs that I've got connected with Christmas, and everything goes off. So it's really as simple as that. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. All you need is a smart plug, any kind that works with Amazon Alexa. You can do all this with Google Hub as well, but I'll concentrate on Alexa. You can do it through Windows 10 PC, or you can do it through a smartphone, get it all set up, and there you've got a smart set of Christmas lights. And these smart plugs are really great, and for all sorts of stuff. It's a great way of linking everything together. So thanks for watching this video. If you want to know more about the individual smart plugs, make sure you check out our YouTube channel, or you can ask me questions at ISDixon on Twitter.